Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles and I go by that name on all my social media platforms. Today we've been recording back to back, guys. I'm now so tired. I pre-record my content, and I do that standing, and it's been actually a lot of work or late because I wasn't feeling that well. But anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're joining us here for the very first time, I post fragrance related content weekly and consistently. Please do consider subscribing. All you have to do, let me tell you, is click the red subscribe button. Make sure that it turns gray, not the one on the screen, but the one on the page. And please join this channel. I'd appreciate it if you became part of the family. To those who are returning, thank you so much, guys, for the continued support. I appreciate you and I don't take you for granted at all. Welcome to Swiss Arabian fragrances within my collection. I think I got a message from a subscriber. They wanted me to do a review of this one. I'm going to bring it separately, but what we're doing today is I'm just going to run through the Swiss Arabians in my collection and I'm going to tell you what I think of them. This way you can sit through this video and then just hear my thoughts on the fragrances. I have 9, so I'm going to run through them in this video. The first one we're going to talk about, guys, is Walaa. Walaa is your clean fragrance with bergamot and mandarin there at the top. It also has florals and rocks as well as some cedar, so it's gonna give you citrusy vibes, spicy vibes as well. There is nothing woodsy in this fragrance, so I would not class it as woodsy. Rather, what I get is a soapy leaning airy fragrance, and this one is an alternative to Perfumes Amaali's Percival. So if you're looking for a dupe for Percival, this is going to do it for you. It does have a decent lasting power, and it is a fragrance that, though the DNA is very much associated with masculine scents, women can wear this. It's right there in the middle. So if you're looking for a Percival alternative, this will probably do it for you depending on the price. Walaa is sitting on our number 1. Second on the list, guys, is going to be Rose 01, your Delina dupe. And this, guys, is strong. I know Delina is not a light scent by any means, shape or form, but this supersedes that. When they made Rose 01, they must have said, okay, people love Delina, but we are gonna give them beast mode Delina. I often get questions in my comment section about the best Delina dupe. I know there's thousands out there, right? Amaali Imperial included, but in terms of lasting power, guys, I'm going to give it to Swiss Arabian. I've used Amaali Imperial. It's not in my collection, but I've sprayed it before. It takes like a softer, creamy take to the DNA. This one doesn't punch the DNA or change it. It keeps the DNA, but it's bolder, it's louder. So if you're a person who's into beast mode fragrances, you're into compliments, this one's gonna do it for you. It leaves a trail. It's room feeling on the skin. It stays on clothes for days as well. A few sprays of this will do it for you, guys. It's got that lychee mixing with the rhubarb, and it's very prominent. And then it's got that rose with an incensey touch to it. They didn't temper with the DNA, so this is like a 101 DNA, but it is strong. That's all I'm saying. Polarizing right there. Rose 01, inspired by Delina, is the second one on this list. The third one on the lineup, guys, is going to be Casablanca. Now, if you noticed, my Swiss Arabians are not overly used. That is because I need a little, and that little goes a long way. Swiss Arabian, guys, we got to give them their flowers. They make fragrances that last. Okay, I do have a few, or 1 or 2 here that do not last as long, but I do feel that certain DNAs are made in such a way that they should be soft. You know, if you love strong fragrances, this you're gonna love, but it kind of overdoes it in a way. It has the caramel there, mixing with the woods. It's sweet, it's strong, and then to top it off, they doused it with patchouli. So this is a fragrance that you're gonna blow everybody's fragrance off the radar. People are gonna smell you. This is not a shy fragrance. This in the heat amplifies its DNA by a gazillion. So it's value for money if you love this DNA. But to me, it's one that I kind of have to go, for when it's really cold, because yes, it's got grapes and it's got apple, but what you're going to get is that heady patchouli, guys. So, and that caramel. So I kind of take baby steps with this one, but I just had to give you a little bit of a mouthful there on Casablanca. One that I would absolutely recommend, and it's sitting, guys, on our number 3. Fourth, and another one that didn't disappoint, is Shahaf Oud, inspired by Lancome's Oud Bouquet. This is your smooth and creamy lactonic oudi fragrance. It's got a praline there, something nutty in this fragrance. It also has a vanilla that makes it feel sweet. I'd say I have 5 Lancome Oud Bouquet dupes, and this is my favorite. It is a DNA that you kind of get over though after a while, because you know, I think I overdid it. So I don't actually gravitate towards this a lot. In that, I mean, this bottle is semi-full, but it is a fragrance that I don't regret adding to my collection because it's just a good quality fragrance. The promise of Swiss Arabian, you know, to give us quality fragrances, I get it again from this fragrance. Like I said, I do have a couple of Oud Bouquet dupes, but this one I would say is number 1. So the quality is unmatched. Sitting on our number 4, guys, is Shahaf Oud. The 5th one, guys, is an example of what I meant by not all fragrances are meant to blow everybody. Okay, not all fragrances are meant to just take over the moment, and this is one of them. Sitting on number 5 is Shahaf Woman. This is a fresh fragrance, a citrusy, clean summer scent. It has the apple there in the forefront, and it also has a praline, so do expect a creamy backdrop to this mix. But it's not one fragrance that I'll say, oh, if you're looking for creamy fragrances, go and buy Shahaf. You get what I'm saying. I'm just saying it does have a creamy appeal to it there. This, guys, does not smell Middle Eastern at all. It feels nothing like Shahaf Oud, but it's a fragrance I feel they created for those who are mostly in hot weather, and it works for me because we have the heat more than we have the cold, and I find that in the heat, guys, this fragrance comes alive. It's a crowd pleasing, inoffensive scent. It's easy, rich, and for summer it works for me. You know, the first time I sprayed this fragrance, I was like, I should have bought this fragrance a long time ago. I honestly don't get why people slag it off. But if you're in colder countries, then yes, this is just going to be a fragrance that's gone in an hour, okay? Because yes, it interprets as very gentle, very fresh, and weak to an extent. But if you come from a hot weather country, then you are going to attest to the fact that this is a must-have in your collection because it just does it. It's a clean, fresh, fruity fragrance that's not trying too much. So number 5, guys, is going to be Shahaf Woman. Number 6 is Valencia, the complete opposite of a Shahaf Woman. Now, I think when we talk of Middle Eastern fragrances, this is what, you know, a lot of people expect for summer, because this is also a summer fragrance. But guess what? This one, the performance is on steroids. This one is duping Starry Nights, okay? Citruses, fruits, and woods. It's also a perfect mix of a unisex scent where it opens up feminine, sweet, that sort of thing, and then it dries down masculine. There is that woodsy thing that takes over in the dry down there. I miss the crispness of the apple. I miss the floralness of the florals, that sort of thing. There is a woodsy thing that comes into the mix there, kind of punching this with like a cologne feel to it. But if you're looking for a summer fragrance that's gonna last, then do try Valencia, because this one is beastly. This is not as beastly as Casablanca, but it is a fragrance that does have the lasting power. Let's say you sprayed 6 or 8 sprays, you will probably smell this fragrance close to about 8 hours. So that is not bad, guys, for a fragrance with a summer profile. So sitting on our number 7, guys, is going to be Valencia, inspired by Montal's Starry Nights. Number 7, guys, is Ishq. Now this is a spicy, leathery, woodsy fragrance. It has black pepper there, it has carnation, it has florals, but you're gonna smell mostly an aromatic, spicy, leathery, masculine leaning scent with this composition. And this one, as opposed to Walaa, may be one that if you're a woman, maybe you want to test out before you buy. I get a waxiness to this fragrance, guys. So there is that smoky feel to this fragrance, but everything kind of comes out there wrapped up in a waxy feel, and that is what made me fall in love with Ishq. I love also that it does have a Middle Eastern touch to it, but a Western touch as well. It comes across as though they were in a perfume factory and they said, we are called Swiss Arabian, so what do we do here? We're going to give them a Western leaning fragrance with an Arabic touch. That's what I can say about this fragrance. Lame as it sounds, but it feels like a, you know, the best of both worlds. It's not going to throw you off if you're into Western fragrances, and it's not going to feel odd if you're into Middle Eastern fragrances, because it just balances both and gives you a perfect unisex scent, guys. And it is in my collection. On this list, it's sitting on number 7, and it's called Ishq. Now the last two are going to be oils, and then we wrap up this video. So on our number 8, guys, is Jamila. I use my oils, Swiss Arabian oils included, just to layer, to give a twist to certain fragrances sometimes, or to just smell different. Say for instance, I'm wearing a fragrance that is common, I'm gonna wear my oil there just to give it a little twist. So Jamila is a Swiss Arabian oil, guys. This is a sweet, fruity, apple and marmalade fragrance, so do expect a lot of fruitiness there and a lot of sweetness there, but it does have ebony woods for longevity. So out of the two oils that I have, this one kind of lasts a little longer because it does have that ebony wood note tying it there, and you're going to smell those woods when the oil sits. I would say maybe after 2 hours or so, that's when you get the woods very prominent there. But it starts off as a jammy fragrance, a marmalade, jammy, fruity, sweet fragrance. So that is our number 8, guys, and it's Jamila. The last one is gonna be Amaali. I know there's an extension to this collection, but this is the only one I have. I think there's 2 more that are missing, but I didn't feel the need to purchase the 2 more because I thought, okay, instead of investing in oils, let me just invest in the perfumes, the Swiss Arabian perfumes. So I'm not going to be buying more oils from Swiss Arabian. Not that there is anything wrong with their oils, but it's just a personal decision I made. So number 9 is Amaali, and this one is a fruity fragrance as well. It's jammy. It does have a prominent pineapple there, you know, adding a twist to a rose and a jasmine. So expect a floral as well in this fragrance, the florals rather in this fragrance, which is the rose and the jasmine and that fun twist of the pineapple. So yes, another one that I layer my fragrances with or just wear as is to give it a fun twist. That was our number 9, guys, and that is the last one from my Swiss Arabian collection. So I think I have finished with those. If I add more, then of course we are gonna update the video, but for now I only have 9 in my collection. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Do take note that I'm gonna put the reviews, the singular reviews, in the description so that you can check those out, you know, if you want more detail. If what I said here is not enough, do turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this video, and do remember to subscribe, guys. If you haven't, then please do consider joining us here by subscribing. Thank you so much for joining me today, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.